Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I'm excited to say that it looks like DICE is finally taking some steps to get people to play the objective a little bit more in Battlefield 4. You guys probably remember that teamwork initiative a long time ago. A lot of people were very excited about it, but it kind of fell by the wayside. I mean, it's been like 6 months at this point when they talked about it, but we haven't seen any results from this teamwork initiative. Today, that looks like it's going to be changing. Essentially, what DICE has done here, on a very simplistic level, is that they are going to reward you simply a hell of a lot more points for playing the objective. The big one for Conquest players out there is that now when you capture an objective, instead of only getting 150 points, you're now going to get 400. This is a monumental change. 400 from 150, like that is ridiculous. One small critique that I have for this though is that I would like for them to maybe increase the point value for defending said objective. At least according to the patch notes that we have on the CTE, they've only increased the point value of capturing the objective, and it would be nice if they also reward you for defending. One issue that we had back in Battlefield 3 with the Close Quarter DLC is that if you play the game mode domination, at least at the very beginning, I remember a few servers had this issue where everyone just ran around in a circle, hardly fighting anyone, because everyone was just trying to get onto these objectives as quickly as possible. It was like a ring around the rosy. They were doing this because there was no incentive to fight or defend the objective because you got so many points for capturing it. And while I don't think that it's all of a sudden going to become an epidemic in Battlefield 4 where everyone's just running around trying to take objectives and not shooting at each other, I just think it would be a step in the right direction to slightly increase the point value for people who are defending these capture points. This for me is what makes Battlefield fun. If I'm on offense and I'm trying to take one of these capture points, it's infinitely more enjoyable when I do meet stiff resistance, when there is someone to shoot at. It makes things more interesting. It makes it a first-person shooter. And so to have slightly more of a reward for people that do decide to defend these objectives and have these firefights just seems like it would be the cherry on top for this overall awesome improvements. Another really cool change is the way that they're handling the points on rush. This was something that I was not expecting, and the further I thought about it, it is genius. And so not only are you going to get more points for disarming in MCOM, they're bumping it up from 400 to 500, but now when you're on offense, instead of just the individual player getting 500 points for having the MCOM blow up, it is now going to be for your entire team. The first time I read these patch notes, I wasn't too keen on this idea. My gut reaction was, hey, if the player is successfully getting up onto an MCOM, arming it, and then having it blow up, I feel like they should be rewarded heavily for doing that action. They are the catalyst for your team potentially winning the round. If you don't have people incentivized to go up and arm the MCOM, then you're never going to win the round. Like, if no one is playing the objective on rush, then it's just going to turn into a grind fest and you're going to lose very, very quickly. The thing is, though, is that you are rewarded more points for arming the MCOM. If you successfully plant the bomb, you get that initial 200 points. After that, though, it shouldn't be your sole responsibility for it detonating. Your entire team should rally around you and ensure that the enemy isn't able to go in for the disarm. Right now, there is no incentive for people to actually ensure that that MCOM blows up. If you think about it, you're actually better off, if you're going just for pure points, for the enemy to go on in, have them disarm it, kill them quickly, and then arm it yourself and then defend it from there. That doesn't seem like a good way of playing the objective or just being a team player in general. And while I know that very few people actually do that, when you actually get down to the point value, there is really no incentive for defending the MCOM unless you're just trying to win the round, which hopefully that you are. This way, though, it will hopefully incentivize everyone on your team to push on in and ensure that that thing actually detonates. And so while originally I wasn't too keen on this idea, when I gave it a little bit more thoughts, I am right on board with DICE, and I think that this is an amazing change. But if all this wasn't enough, DICE is even taking it a step further by just giving people more points for winning the round. They're bumping it up from 1,500 for Conquest, Rush, and Obliteration to 3,000. Don't really have any issues here, but it kind of got me thinking of how could they even promote this even more? How could they get people to really, really want to win the round? It kind of got me thinking of a system where maybe, just bear with me, this is all hypothetical, where maybe if you won a round, you got a little token that you could use. You could accumulate these tokens into a kind of a currency, and this would allow you to purchase certain items or cosmetic items. The first thing that I thought about is if there were some really kick-ass camos or weapon skins skins that were only available for people that were able to get like 400 coins. They would be able to unlock this really kick-ass camo or skin for their weapon. That could be a really cool incentive. If you saw someone run around with this awesome weapon skin that's only available for winning the rounds, that could get people to be like, hey, I want to fight. I want that. I want that skin. I mean, look at what people do for skins in Counter-Strike. If there was a way to do that in-game and to get these really badass rewards, that could be awesome. The downside of it is, of course, is that DICE would need to have the art department go in and make authentic, really cool camos. I don't know if the art department is really working too much on Battlefield 4 right now. They're probably on to the next Battlefield game. But it is a distinct possibility. And while I realize that this system isn't flawless by any means, I know that it does have its issues. It would be great for players that are already at rank 140 and don't really care about the objective all that much to give them something to fight over, give them this nice reward at the end of the day where they could use a currency or these tokens to pick up these really badass new skins. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's little update. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on this teamwork initiative. Do you like the direction that DICE is taking with these point values? Do you think they should tackle it from a different direction? Let me know down below. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.